here in my comfort zone. I could breathe a little better. Just being honest. We can get into some of these Jordans, man. You know, this was a hot shoe. Was going crazy. People was going nuts for this. I wasn't feeling it. Everybody was going crazy with the backwards check. I wasn't a big fan of the doodle brown, but it was a hot shoe when it came out that day. Tell me a little bit about this one.
Yeah, the Travis Scott. So, I mean, the name rings bells. You know, Travis Scott, he's probably the hottest rapper in the game right now in terms of sales. He's climbing up the charts. I mean, he's just, you know, he's tied in with, you know, the Kardashians. So, I mean, that man is just like a walking ball of hype.
Right,
so anything that he puts his name on is going to just skyrocket. So, boom, you got the Travis Scott Retro 1, which, you know, is the more sought after model of the Jordans. So it's just, that was just a concoction for high prices and hurt feelings.
Yeah, but like when I said that, I didn't say it like I'm hating on the young cat. Y'all know I always come myself as the old guy. I was a big fan of the fours that they did for him. That was a dope shoe. Yeah. But I thought it was a lot of hype over this one. Backwards check. It was something different, but he is doing his thing. Yeah. We got the shattered backboard satin 1 sitting here. What's your opinion on this next one they coming out? I think it's the black toe.
Yeah, it's
supposed to be a different, I don't know if it's silky or something they changing on it.
Yeah, so with the new shattered backboard that they're doing, and Nike hasn't officially like released any photos as far as today goes, but it's supposed to be it's kind of like a different leather. They're changing the leather and they're using that crinkled look that they put on. I want to say that was the Phantom Reds. Like that crinkled look.
But see, it's that crinkled look, and it also has patent leather over the top.
Yeah,
so it even make it gloss.
It's glossy. Yeah.
I was like I said in my other video, I'm a fan of the Phantom. I think a lot of people slept on it. I'm big for that colorway.
Yeah.
That red and gray. I'm big for that colorway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know they do one. They also something similar to this, not this particular shoe.
It is the satin black toe.
It's the black toe that's going to be
the satin black toe.
They doing that one as well. I don't know a date on it, but that one is coming as well.
Yeah.
Homage to home.
Homage to home.
This one was a dope concept. I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but I seen it on feet. Now I'm a fan of it. It happens like that with these Jordans, and I should have known because the same thing happened with me on the top 3. Should have grabbed that top 3.
Oh, yeah.
I was sleeping. But give me your opinion. Is this a numbered pair?
This is not a numbered pair. It's not numbered. We did have numbered pairs. We went up to Chicago. I'm not sure if you guys, you know, are up on your history with that, but it was like a huge riot over those. Like at the Jordan store, you know, because there were only, I want to say like 1,000 of this whole shoe, and the numbered pairs only released in Chicago. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of hype. People were going crazy over them, but I like it. You know, I think they accomplished what they were trying to do. Is the homage to home. You got the bread on one side, you got the Chicago on the other side, the 2 most iconic colorways. I mean, I think they knocked it out the park.
I think they did too. Some great quality on this shoe as well. Like I said, I was hating on it, and I could slap myself for that one. Getting back into another shoe, my man has the Michigan 3 up here. I'll let him discuss the price tag. This is his store, so I'm gonna let him talk a little bit more about that Michigan 3.
So, like he said, it's the Michigan 3, and what kind of is, you know, exclusive about these PEs is the only way to get them is to be a player for the team. So they only issued these to basketball players for the Michigan basketball team, you know, and you know, the price point, $3,600. You know, because like I said, the only way to get it is to convince a player to sell you a pair. You know, so money talks, and 9 times out of 10, you got to spend, you know, those big bucks. So we actually are connected with players that play for Michigan, and we get a few of the PEs, you know, as they come in, because they would just prefer to sell to us, you know. So this one, you'll probably never see another pair again. So definitely take that in. I mean, this is just about as rare as it gets.
Another thing, I think Nike and Jordan Brand might be waiting, but this is the perfect time to drop the Fab 5 jerseys. They need to reissue those with Jawan becoming the head coach. That would be a steal for them in the market if they did that. I know the camera is picking this up crazy. This is a hot shoe, and it's sat on shelves for a while.
Yeah, I don't know why. It was just underappreciated, man. But that's what a lot of The pairs are, it's underappreciated,
yeah.
but you know, by the time you realize it was high.
It was high. Yeah,
now you gotta pay 4 times what the shoe was going for.
So what was you saying on them top threes? Y'all had those down here sitting?
Oh yeah,
I
the top
about
threes.
them sitting.
We had probably, I think the day of the release, we had 40 pairs. Couldn't sell them for $200. Now, if you look at the market on the top threes, 500 plus.
Crazy, and I see the market is even going up on this one.
Yeah,
I mean, this is another shoe that's sad, and I see it's made its way up to size 12, 220.
Yeah, yep.
And these were sitting around for a while.
Yeah, they sat for a while. Those are slowly creeping up.
Yeah.
Not sure why it was slept on. I think
I
it's
love
a dope
the gray they
colorway.
did on it. Yeah.
You know, good materials.
I love the gray. Yeah, leather is dope.
I can't find anything, you know, necessarily bad about
I
them.
still need the other one, the North Carolina, what they call it, green, but it look North Carolina blue.
Yeah.
I still need that one.
Absolutely.
Now, with everybody waiting on this shoe to come back.
Oh yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, this is a smaller one we got here.
Yeah, that's a grade school size.
6.5. Everybody's waiting. I think they finally come out and say it's gonna be 23 on
it's
the back.
It's gonna be 45 on the back.
It's gonna be a 45 on the
Yeah.
back. So with this being the 2012,
2012,
this will be. I know it's not a men's size, but it's got the low cut patent leather compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
It was a big pickup in the mids this year. I thought this was a hot shoe. It was kind of selling. I don't know if it sold out. Did it?
Yeah, these sold out. These sold out. It wasn't too much money to be made in them.
Yeah.
But the collectors definitely showed up and they made their presence known.
They haven't seen this one in a while. Jordan 22.
22. Yeah, that's the 08.
Yeah.
That's from 2008. The CDP. Yeah.
I see you still got the Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, the origin stories.
The origin story is still sitting on up here for a pretty hefty penny. I feel like we mention this shoe every episode, so I'm gonna jump right to this one. The one that they finally came out and put the Drake signature on the tongue. I think Nike and Jordan Brand was trying to get their money with the Raptors making it to the finals and actually doing their thing right now. And these was sitting from last year when Drake said he was gonna leave Nike Brand.
Yeah.
So go ahead and talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah. So with these, man, it's like you said, they're just trying to capitalize on the fact that the Raptors are in the playoffs, trying to capitalize on that fact, and really, I think that they're just. Because these the original version is set. You know what I mean? Sure. So I think that they just put a different tag on the old pairs to get these out of the warehouse.
To get them out of the warehouse.
You know, I think that's what it was.
Yeah, I heard people say that the quality is exactly the same.
Yeah.
And even some of the production dates on the tag are exactly the same shoe.
Yep.
This was a hot shoe. They should have brought it out this month instead of last year in the fall when they did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it fall or back in the winter?
Yeah. It wasn't South Beach at all.
Right. This one that you got here on the wall is a hot shoe. Hadn't seen this one in a while. This is a size 11.5 with the Mars on the corner of it. Spike Lee.
Spike Lee, yeah, peeking over there. That was just his signature thing. As you guys know, Spike Lee is like real good friends with Michael Jordan. Not really sure how that came about, but they are like really good friends.
Yeah, he did the commercials all back in the 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've been tight ever since.
Nice.
Spike say this is his favorite shoe. Every episode, we always ask everybody we interview your top 5 shoes all time. Give me 5 of them.
Top 5. Number 1, definitely be the Red October. Red October, that's back when Kanye was with Nike. So the Red October Yeezy, that's number 1. Number 2 is the Dr. Feel Goods. It's a Nike SB. My SB heads will know what those are. The Dr. Feel Goods. My number 3 is probably the True Blue 3. That's number 3. Number 4, probably the Platinum Yeezy, the Plats. Once again, when Kanye was with Nike. And then my number 5, number 5, probably gonna be the Bread 1. Definitely, the Bread 1.
So you surprised me. I thought it was gonna be your top 5 Yeezys.
Yeah.
You threw 2 Jordans in there.
Yeah.
But before we get out of here, man, give me the whole background of the name, The Cure. What was that whole concept with you guys picking that name for the store?
Yeah. I'm a military kid, so I was always raised on details and like paying attention to like virtually just every layer up that you can pay attention to. What I saw like in the sneaker game is just like people that have shops like this, they were treating the customers bad, you know, very low budget, build outs, you know, it was just kind of sloppy, you know, so I saw there was a deficiency in the game, you know, so when I created The Cure, created my store, I wanted to be the cure for what I saw was a lack of style, lack of swag, lack of, you know, just appreciation for the sneaker game.
Johnny J's on YouTube, Everyday Sneakerheadz on Instagram and on Facebook. Thank you all for tuning in for another episode. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.